All right, hello everyone. We are back for another tournament here, East Coast. This is going to be Expert that we're going to be focusing on. And probably going to go Apocalypse here, maybe take off some power. Thinking something along the lines of this in terms of my ring play and everything. May land about 5 rings down. May not even need power here. So more so than anything, probably just going to focus on the curl. Maybe just a touch of power. I mean, that's like barely anything up, and shouldn't have used it. So I should have just kept that right on this line, maybe just a little bit inside. I added just a little bit, and you can see that little bit is enough to cost you. So I'm just going to pitch it up there. At least the max line, even on a pack 2. You could see with where I had it, it's very similar to where this 4 is. Make sure that you don't add any power. You don't need to count rings or anything. It looks like he's going to pull off some power. I wouldn't necessarily do that. This is unusual. So he pulled off rings and then overpowers it. So it's kind of unusual. So more importantly about hitting that shot will just be, maybe taking off one ring and just kind of letting it fly. It should land right around that outer ring. So very close to that. The only reason that I, got myself in trouble there is because of the overpower that I was saying I was going to put just a touch on, and it obviously didn't need. But the goal is to just get the ball out here. Should be relatively easy to do. Always max curl it. Don't go above 5 topspin. You're just not going to need it. But you also want to play it a little bit more out towards the middle. You could see that my opponent there, he tried to play it maybe just a little bit too close to the edge and kind of curl it. Like, you don't need to play it like that. It's better if you just full curl it and just aim a little bit more towards the middle of the fairway. Had I not gone long, I could have still great balled right, great balled left. There's a lot of room for error when you play it that way. So, it's something to keep in mind. And, the biggest thing is just going to be about making sure, because you are kind of pointed at higher ground, so it always ends up landing a little bit long, and that's what you see happen with mine, is it just ended up landing long, plus, with the tailwind and overpower that I put on, it was just barely too much. So what I'll typically do here, it would have been nice not to have this gap. So I'll try to typically do about 2 backspin. I'm only going to be able to do 1 here. And I also can't see where my ball guide is too much on a backbone. It should be somewhere in the neighborhood of here. 6 rings should be right around 8.4. So I might need to go just a little bit more than 6 rings. That's probably 6.6 rings in this case. Plus, you also need to factor in wind effect. And of course, I catch a great ball anyway. It's not really going to matter. So here you're going to see it's going to deflect. I didn't quite play enough wind effect. Ring play was probably pretty good, right around 7, 7.0. But other than that, you're going to have to factor in just a little bit more ring play. So that should be a good tip. Good luck with that hole. I will see you guys on number 2.